because the Big V Basketball Grand Final is tonight in Shepparton. Lee Bartham, the coach of the Shepparton Gators, joins us on the line. Lee, how excited are you feeling about the Grand Final tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling really excited, Brandon. A little bit anxious. I'm actually at work today, so I left the boys to their own devices a little bit this morning, which is making me a bit anxious. But we'll try and hope they've done the right thing.
Lee, a fantastic performance last weekend. To not even take it out to 3 games, you must be really proud of the boys for that.
Yeah, we really come to play last week. Our form through the playoffs has been exemplary, really. It's the task is really hard this week, and we believe we can keep that rolling. And whether it goes 2 or 3 games, we like to think we're anywhere, any time, anyhow team. So that's what we'll be aiming to do.
Lee, 7:25 tonight tip off. You must be pretty keen to see what sort of numbers we can drag into Shepparton for the grand final tonight.
Yeah, well, we've catered for them from what I'm hearing, so they better come. But I'm sure they will. I think it'll swell. It was exciting, the numbers we had previous finals, but I think they'll swell again tonight. And again, the requests during the week for sponsors, boxes, and people want to prepay for tickets, all that sort of stuff has been huge. So I want to be there early. Otherwise, I don't think the redevelopment's going to be done by 7:30 tonight.
Not at all.
That's fantastic. Lee, what's the main message for the boys tonight? Is it just KISS, keep it simple, stupid, or do you have a special grand final message to deliver?
Oh, look, first and foremost, enjoy the experience. You don't get an opportunity to play in these showcase events all the time, so just really enjoy the experience. Do what we do what we've done. Don't, as you say, don't overcomplicate anything. And sure, we're going to have some strategies about how to take away their strengths and make them play their weaknesses a bit more, and they'll have the same for us. And both teams will ask a lot of questions of one another, and whoever can make the best adjustments on the run will be give themselves a great chance to win. And I like to think we're really good in that category. We've proven that over the past couple of weeks, and it's certainly been the feedback we're getting from opposition teams and coaches that our adjustment within games has been terrific. So that points to really good planning and leadership and organisation from all of us concerned.
Funnily enough, Lee, you guys have split the regular season matches between yourselves and Chelsea 1-1. But it happens to be that you beat Chelsea down in Chelsea and they beat us up here. It's an interesting sort of way that it looks in that regard going into it. But
so are you suggesting, MVD, that Chelsea win tonight, but we take it
2 and 3?
2 and 3 down
I'm not
there.
suggesting that at all. I reckon we'll win it tonight because of the crowd going on. But it's an interesting sort of feel looking into what's happened in the season prior.
Yeah, look, both teams are differently, or look a lot different from the previous meeting as well. Well, not so much the previous meeting, but the first time around we had Nick Dodd out, second day of a double header, which they were on also, Chelsea, so both teams slowed to a walk. It was a real grinded out, tough it out, war of attrition that they didn't have, after we beat them in that game, they went and recruited mid-season some more star talent from Danny Siebel program in Mitchell Riggs. Maybe on the back of us beating, they obviously looked at us as a major threat to their championship campaign, and since they've added him, they've won 16 of their past 17, and they got us down here. We led them by 16 late in the first quarter, coming out really hot on our home deck, and they got us quite comprehensively after half time and turned that around and won by 8. The way those games were played were polar opposites. So, as I said, war of attrition the first time. Second game, single game, Saturday night event, lot more highly skilled, high-paced and free-flowing. So I'm sure there'll be bits of everything tonight. There'll be patches where the pace is really high and the tempo is flowing, and there'll be some times where you go through some flat spots and lose a bit of momentum, and it's just what you do. It's just how you adjust to those periods during the game. So I think both teams are very evenly matched. So it's not really about where you play. This time around, I know we will have an extra 600 people in there cheering for us than when we played them last time. So that's all I know. So.
Well, that's a fair call at the same time. There's been a lot of reliance in this finals campaign, Lee, on your starting five, that being Cameron Vines, Spencer Coleman, Matt Bartlett, Jake Cowling and Nick Dodd, with part playing moments from your bench. That's obviously what's worked at this point in time, but obviously something that you'll look to continue throughout this championship series?
It's really hard to predetermine, Michael, and I'll explain that to our bench guys as well. So, they need to be ready, depending on how the game's called. If it's called like it was a couple of weeks ago, we may require them a little bit more with foul troubles, and if it's played at a high tempo, high speed, we may need more rotation through fatigue. But we're not unlike many other teams. It's just our bench is probably a little bit unbalanced. You'd like to have a big centre coming off there, or you'd like to have a dynamic shooting guard, or someone who can be a real X factor. We lose Tyrone Mohammed this week, who, although hadn't shot real well all year, but had given us a defensive option throughout against some of the better guards throughout the playoffs. So that'll be interesting. It creates an opportunity for Nathan Grace and Fisto Bazima to maybe pinch a few more minutes. But as I've told them, they need to be ready and back themselves in.
Lee, just finally, we're really pushing for time in here. Really appreciate chatting. How do you think our main man, JW, will go on the sidelines tonight, really revving up that home crowd to give us the advantage?
Look, I don't think he'll die wondering. I think he's just done a great job the last all season really, but the last 3 weeks he's really got him involved. The music's got to a really good level and good quality. So I think the atmosphere, the feedback we're getting from the crowd is the entire atmosphere for not just the basketball purists, but the families have been terrific. So I'm sure he'll be trying his utmost, and well, hopefully we give him plenty to cheer about.
Lee, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and Michael and I will certainly be up in the stands tonight, and best of luck, and hopefully we can bring it home.
No worries. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, mate. Chat next week. MVD, Gators in the basketball grand final tonight. Make sure you get down there, 7:25 tip-off.
Or 7:30 tip-off.
Or 7:30 tip-off.